Business is a reflection of what people do on a daily basis. It's what represents them as a person. And what's really refreshing is that a lot of that basic understanding of how business is an integral part of our society is coming back. What Investor Circle has always been part of is finding small, promising companies that start with that value set as opposed to large companies rediscovering that value set. These are companies that improve people, planet, and also generate profit. It's a very welcoming environment. What you really bring is yourself, and you bring your capacity to be interested in so many different complex problems.
So you have these wonderful, high-level, exciting conversations with people that you're sharing passion with. And I think there's actually a vulnerability in the impact space and with our colleagues that I do not find in other gatherings that are just professional.
Everybody's out there now talking impact investing. To me, it means aligning your investments, your money, with your values. My particular values and interests are around the huge discrepancy between the haves and the have-nots.
My interests tend to be on the environment, alternative energy, technology-based solutions. So I'm kind of on the lookout for interesting innovations for how we do something different with capitalism.
100 years ago, it was quite common for the leader of a business to think of themselves as responsible for all stakeholders, including the community and their shareholders and their customers. Social venture is at the spearhead of all that.
We are disrupting the value and meaning of currency by connecting conscientious consumers with triple bottom line businesses. This relationship is at the heart of what we do, and it is the driving force for a global economic shift.
When you see an entrepreneur on the stage, you know that there's already been a level of vetting and support for that entrepreneur.
There are a tremendous amount of applicants that apply for these beyond the pitches. And so you get a really nice cross selection of products and services.
Some of the things that I have found through Investor Circle that are most fascinating to me wouldn't have come to my personal network. So I benefit from the large reach of Investor Circle.
I want to see the passion of the entrepreneur. But that's not enough. You want to get a sense that they understand the challenges that all businesses face and that they've got a good process for finding out the answers to those challenges.
So what I'm looking at is, does the entrepreneur have a solid sense of how to think through the market and what they need to do to reach what I call the next logical step of their business? If all that looks good, then I know that the business is something to look at a lot closer. The benefit of Investor Circle for early stage investing is knowing that the companies have already been looked at by your friends and peers, many of whom have expertise in that area.
The Investor Circle gives you the opportunity to be at the table, hear the conversation, and yet let somebody else be on the due diligence team.
Different people think of different stuff to ask that I wouldn't have thought of, and I'm really glad to hear them raise those points and go, oh yeah, I really want to know the answer to that.
So as we learn that it is possible to support planet, people, and generate profit in a sustainable way, I'm optimistic that that will generate the changes we need at the policy level and at the community level. There's nothing unnatural about sustainable business. It's just not quite the rule set that we operate under now, and we're going to change that.